Joining me also on the telecast right now is Advocate Ashwini Dubey. Advocate Dubey, the question then arises is about whether our judges and our lawyers are above law, are above being questioned and interrogated and charges being leveled against them. How do you view the current scenario and the proceedings taking place in the Parliament and right now the petition that is in the Supreme Court?
See, Megha, filing a petition at Supreme Court, there is no embargo. Petition can be filed. But ultimately, what would be the result of that? That's the question. See, Justice Verma had challenged the recommendation made by the former Chief Justice of India, Justice Sanjeev Khanna, to the President and the Prime Minister to initiate impeachment proceedings. So one of the ground which I have taken, that he said that the in-house inquiry committee made the findings without giving a fair opportunity to respond. And further, that the committee proceeded in a predetermined fashion and even without finding any concrete evidence, clearly drew adverse inferences against him after reversing burden of proof. And committee failed to notify any of its devised procedure, denied him any opportunity to provide inputs on the evidence to be collected, examine witnesses in his absence, and provided him with the paraphrased statement in the state of video recordings despite availability, selectively disclosed only incriminating material, ignored and failed to collect relevant and explanatory evidence like. So now Megha, one question herein is, once the impeachment proceedings have been initiated in the Parliament, the requisite numbers, like 152 MPs submitted a signed memorandum to Lok Sabha Speaker, and then 52 or 50 to the Rajya Sabha, then Vice President Jagdeep. And now, in-house, if you see more than 200 members of Parliament, Lok Sabha, they are supporting this move. So in that situation, if impeachment comes to the place and there are members present in the voting, there are members present in Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, if they pass in majority and that goes to the President, then impeachment is done and he is removed. Because why required, Megha, in order to unearth, in order to reveal whose cash was this? What was the reason behind? What thing? Who are the other associates who are involved into it? Because it is not only Justice Yashwant Verma. There may be many others also who has given this money. Where from the money came.
But then has there been in the history of our judiciary, and the same question I was asking from Advocate Lekhi as well, in the history of Indian law, is this an unprecedented case, or can we take examples of previous cases to come to a logical conclusion of what might happen in the case?
Previous, you see, Justice V. Ramaswamy, he resigned when the impeachment motion was passed. Then Justice Soumitra Sen in 2011 moment motion was passed, he also resigned. So here, if we see that the removal by passing an impeachment by both the houses of Parliament and the President's notification, they resigned before that. Here, Justice Yashwant Verma has yet not resigned. So here the situation would be a little bit difficult. If he does not resign, even the impeachment motion is passed by both the houses and President takes a decision, then it would be a different case altogether of Justice Yashwant Verma.
That's what I'm saying. Does the investigation into the matter and the hearing of the case and a joint committee being formed to further find out what actually happened during the after the impeachment motion has been passed, again an individual, and in this case Justice Verma, once the impeachment is established, does that judge resign and that's the end of it, or are there going to be is there going to be a criminal procedure again lodged against him after he is impeached?
No, obviously, the immunity only remain till the time he is on the post. Once the impeachment is successful, then he would be an ordinary citizen. Once he is an ordinary citizen, there will be no constitutional immunity. If there is no immunity, then of course there would be the detailed investigation by any prime agency or expert agency of this country. So that's why impeachment is required, because the cash was, Megha, I'm very categorically submitting, cash was found from the house of government bungalow of Justice Yashwant Verma. And then if cash was found and FIR has to be registered, unless he is provided immunity, there can't be FIR. So in order to until impeachment is passed, he will be having the constitutional immunity. Once constitutional immunity goes, then he will become ordinary citizen. Ordinary citizen because the FIR will be registered and criminal action will take its place. That is what the procedure is, unless and until any other procedure is adopted or Honorable Supreme Court set certain criteria, because petition is already filed with the Supreme Court.
Okay.
That is what.
Okay, all right.
To.
All right.